Okay, well, good morning, Heidi and Marianne. Thank you very much for joining me today. How are you doing?
Great. Good morning, Howard.
Good morning, Howard. We're good.
Good. Well, let me introduce you to everyone. Marianne Jasinski is our elementary principal. She's been with TIS for 9 years, and you've been the elementary principal 7 years.
For 8 of those.
8 years, yeah. It was after your first year you became the elementary principal. And Heidi is our kindergarten coordinator, and she is now entering her 3rd year with TIS. And between the two of you, more than 50 years of teaching experience.
And all ECE now.
Sounds like a lot, doesn't it?
It's so wonderful to have you guys with us and to be able to share about the TIS kindergarten program. I think we have such a fabulous program. I'm so proud of how it's built and been developed, and just a great opportunity to be able to share with our parents and prospective parents what our program is like, and maybe we can answer some of their questions that they might have. So maybe just jump right into it. Tell us a little bit about the kindergarten program from pre-K, JK, and senior kindergarten.
Sure. It's a 3-year early childhood program, full-time for 3 years, which is quite unique, right from 3-year-old, 4-year-old, and 5-year-old. It's very much experience-based and hands-on kind of program, with a lot of action going on every day, a lot of interaction, and the real focus of this program is to give students all the skills and attitudes and knowledge they need to be successful in primary school.
Yeah, it's a Reggio-inspired pedagogy, and what's so special about that is how we have such value on the image of a child. We look at children as being so capable, and strong, and competent, and those skills are all within them, and those are all the skills we want to bring out of them, and attitudes to learning. We really value those relationships with our students, with our families, which is so much a part of our Reggio philosophy. We also want to engage with our community as well. We look at things like environment being the 3rd teacher. Our environment looks very different to a traditional environment. We have a lot of loose parts, sensory-based. We feel that children need time and they need the space to discover and be able to ask questions and be able to drive those inquiries with us. Feel like we're co-researchers with the children, where we work together to come up with the projects and learn together. And you'll see a lot of documentation of this process in our classrooms.
Yeah, I think you mentioned 2 things there that I want to explore a little bit more. One, the relationship that develops in kindergarten, and 2, the environment or what happens in the classroom. If we start on the first one, I mean, we all remember our own kindergarten teacher, right? Mine was Miss Honey. It was like a perfect name, right? And we all had crushes on her, of course. But you know, when children first come to school, this is their first experience. Parents are worried and anxious. Sometimes the kids are worried, but it's such a foundational time. Tell us a little bit about that relationship between the parent and the classroom teacher and the student.
Sure. Our program really acknowledges that parents are the first teacher and the first point of contact for kids. And the relationship with the child and the teacher is as important as the relationship with the parent and the teacher. It's a team approach to teaching children, and we work together. We answer questions for one another. We have conversations. So the adults in the child's life are all working together to learn and understand the child, and then to help move forward. And to solve problems together if problems exist, and to celebrate the successes together with the students.
And Heidi, maybe tell our viewers about, if you were to walk into a TIS kindergarten classroom. You said it looks very different than a traditional classroom. There's not going to be desks and rows and chalkboards and stuff like that. What would a parent see? And if they look closer, what would they see the students are learning?
Absolutely, it's very different. When you walk in, a lot of our classrooms feel very homely, if you will. There's soft lighting, there's a lot of beautiful natural materials in the classroom, a lot of loose parts for the children to explore, a lot of alternative seating. You'll see a few chairs, you'll see a few tables. We need those, but you'll also see cushions, you'll see soft places, cozy nooks and corners, and a lot of resources that the children have access to. You won't see plastic toys, you won't see very structured type materials. You'll see open-ended materials where the children are free to use their creativity and explore and come up with their own ideas and hypotheses, if you will, and test their theories. And we really want children to see materials as interchangeable between the centers. You won't say, okay, this only goes here and this only goes in this center. The children can explore a variety of materials in different centers, and you'll see excitement, but you'll also see complete engagement. It may be quiet at times where the children are so engaged in what they're doing. There are other times there'll be great excitement, but they're always exploring and they're always learning through play. And sometimes we stand back. We set the environment, so it is the third teacher. Sometimes we stand back and observe and see where the learning takes them, and interject when we need to, and direct when we need to, and we have structure when we need to. But the children have a lot of freedom within the classrooms to really explore.
Yeah, you mentioned play-based, and officially we talk about our kindergarten being Reggio-inspired and play-based. What does that play-based mean? You know, what does that really look like? Because you know, my kids would play all weekend and all night after school, but it's not the same.
No, it's not. This is a very structured form of play in which there are goals and there are expected outcomes, and all that planning is still in place. But instead of the teacher giving knowledge and information to the child, the teacher is watching and looking at what the child's doing, what their interests are, what their next step might be, and then helping them move to the next step. You know, teachers set up what we call provocations, which are invitations or something that attracts the child's attention. And that's one of the ways we shape what the learning looks like. We set something out that we want to talk about or investigate, and the children automatically are drawn because they are naturally curious. They naturally ask questions. So they'll head over to something new in the classroom right away and start talking about it. You know, that's how we also learn how much they already know about something, is by standing back and watching and listening, and who's guiding the conversation, what are they saying, what do they already know. And then that helps the teacher to decide, okay, next steps, I need to do this, I need to add this, we need to discuss this piece of this concept. You know, asking the children for questions. What do you want to know about this? What do you already know? What are you wondering? And then that helps the teacher structure the learning and moving it forward. So even though it looks like play, it's very, very directed and very structured play.
We have very specific learning outcomes and targets that we're looking at. So it's not just let's play, like Marianne says. We really are looking to help the children achieve those targets as well.
Okay, good.
You know, Howard, children learn through play. We know this, and a big role of this kindergarten program or early childhood program is to help children build all the skills through play that they need to be learning how to be good students, learning early literacy, early numeracy, all those skills, so that when they get to primary school, they have this huge base and this huge background of skills and strengths to bring to the next steps of learning. So, you know, it's very purposeful in what we're doing. You can have a child sit and copy letters on a piece of paper, or you can give them a bunch of tools, paint, all kinds of other ways to practice letters as well. And, you know, just put letters out in front of them and see what they do. They're still going to get to the same outcome, but it's done in a different way that's far more engaging and more relevant for children, as opposed to sit down and copy the letters on this piece of paper.
Exactly. Before children can even write, they need the fine motor strength to do so. So we're providing all those sensory experiences. You may see children tearing paper. They may be making pictures with buttons. They may be using Play-Doh, variety of materials, really sensory based, to build those muscles, which in turn helps the writing process as they move forward through the school.
Good, good. I imagine when parents send their children to school, they have lots of questions. They want to know how are the child is doing, are they happy or not? What kind of communication do we provide with our parents? And then what sort of questions are we getting from our parents as well?
Hey, yeah, we do provide a lot of support. Usually the first point of contact is the class teacher. Our class teachers are available to talk to the parents, often in the morning or in the afternoon, or make appointments. And they also supply newsletters. They send parents articles, things like that. As well, we offer a parent sort of education program, if you will. Last year it was called Cup of Chat, and we had a variety of topics where parents were able to come in with different presenters, myself, other teachers, on topics such as healthy living, how to study your child into school, sensory play, reading with your child, early literacy skills, variety of topics. So there's always those opportunities to use our teachers and all of us as resources. We're really here for the parents, and we really want to be the partner in education, whatever that looks like, a holistic education, social, emotional.
Any advice on how we get our children to eat their vegetables?
Yeah, they say it takes 15 tries.
I'll tell you, by the end of grade, pre-K, JK, they're doing it.
Yeah, and we offer, they are fruit and veggies for our snack. So we sit down often and model that and eat with the children. And that's what I tell them.
I mean, I just think,
You know, Howard, there's also a real focus on healthy eating and a lot of work on that. And it's usually the children, once they get through this focused, intense part of the program, that they're telling the parents at night, I know I have to have vegetables with my dinner. I have to have fruit. I can't eat that. The teacher says no.
That's right. Yeah.
I guess I have another meeting starting soon. Just, if parents have any questions, you know, I mean, this is a difficult time for many parents, and their kids are their most important thing in their life, you know, and we really see ourselves as a part of that community and working alongside parents. So any last thoughts for parents as they're preparing their children for kindergarten,
Yeah, you know,
and then just going through
I want parents to know that our goal is for your child to love school, and for your child to be happy, and for your child to be successful. And we focus all of our attention on making that work. And we also want parents to feel good about sending their children to school, to know that they have an opportunity to discuss issues that come up if they need to. We want kids to be finishing kindergarten, absolutely loving school, and can't wait to come to start grade 1. That's the focus of our program.
And you know, happy children learn best. We want happy, safe.
Absolutely.
Friendly.
Yeah, it is such a happy place. I love going to visit the kindergarten floors and visiting the classrooms, and it is just a wonderful place. So thank you both for joining me today and sharing about our program with the TIS kindergarten. And I can't wait till we get students back. We might post this even as students are coming in, but really it's the students that make a school. So looking forward to that week. And thank you all very much, and we'll talk again soon.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Howard.
Howard.
Bye-bye.
Bye.